being #1 pick in the racial draft, winning 4 consecutive majors, youngest golfer to achieve the Grand Slam at 24. He even had Diddy, all right? The Diddler impersonating him, all right? Listen to this.
Puffy Woods, win the champion.
Puffy Woods.
Description, they don't even fuck.
He off the horse
Tiger Woods, the
tranquilizers
greatest Asian
again.
golfer of all time. Can't drive. This guy drives like LaMelo Ball. All right, last week he rolled his Range Rover on its side, rejected the urine test, and then told the officer
got that
in a
meme.
very calm manner that he's on the phone with the president. He's doing everything he can to save face. All right, I don't know why this guy can't just download Uber, get a chauffeur, because here's the thing: as bad as he is at driving and making
Bro
decisions,
look like Sid the
Tiger
Sloth.
Woods as an athlete is undeniably great. He won everything. Literally everything. 4 majors in a row. Made $1 billion. He's got 15 majors. He was so famous that even Diddy was impersonating him. But then it seemed like in one night, things took a turn. As he loses his wife, he loses his sponsors, he gets hurt, crashes his car 3 times. And instead of celebrating his greatness on the course, now I'm reading tweets like this. And his mugshot's every Twitter profile picture. And it's just dragging him through the mud. And in order to understand why he keeps making these bad decisions, we got to take a look at his entire golf career.
They said it
truly
one night.
understand who he is, and to determine whether or not he can actually come back from this once again, or is he truly finished. Now, in 1975, lowbro Eldrick Woods was born. To make him more presentable on TV at age 2, they started calling him Tiger because, you know, his name is Eldrick. Here he is swinging a driver right here. This guy grew up in OC, Orange County. This guy's more Asian than me. I don't know if there was boba back in his day or ABGs. I mean, he definitely wouldn't have made the pros. But unfortunately, he wasn't getting treated like a SoCal Asian at golf courses.
I was not allowed in the clubhouse where all the other juniors were. Color of my skin dictated that. As I got older, that drove me even more.
Yeah.
So as I was denied access into the clubhouses, that's fine. Put my shoes on here in the parking lot. I asked 2 questions only. Where was the first tee and what was the course record? No.
Real
Tiger Woods
it
not
made no
black?
sense not to let this guy in the clubhouse.
He
All right, this
just
guy broke
extra
80
tan?
when he was 8 years old.
Yes.
8 years old. I lose 8 balls every time I play around. Okay, I picked the right profession. I was just born to play golf. Also
You talk
born with
about we
the
Jews
most
ignoring
PR I've
him.
ever seen from a kid.
I
Why
don't
did they
know what to
capture
say.
this footage? This is insane. This is Tiger Woods at 5, probably competing with like 14-year-olds. Look at that swing. Pure. One of the things that stuck out to me in this footage is his innate confidence, even at a young age.
When I'm gonna be 20, I'm gonna beat Jen Nichols and Tom Watson.
This guy just said at age 5, he'll beat 18-time major champion Jack Nicklaus. I don't know what you were doing at 5, but I never thought I could be Jeremy Lin or like Hyunmin's son. Just different, man. Would you rather have 5-year-old Tiger or 41-year-old LeBron? Who's your pick? I'm thinking LeBron. But then he goes to Stanford, all right? Majors in economics. I mean, come on, guys. This guy grew up in Orange County, then went to Stanford majoring in economics. I mean, what else did he do? Invent boba? He could have been the Christopher Columbus of Shanghai, and I would believe you, all right? The first golfer to eat xiaolongbao. But after sweeping all the awards at Stanford, of course he goes pro. But even before his first pro tournament at the Greater Milwaukee Invitational in 1996, his
Tiger Woods
confidence
has
gets
been the best
questioned.
since
Victory would
like
be awfully nice too.
before I was alive.
A victory. To me, that
I
he's
think
been
Tiger
a
is-
little
so
cocky
long.
or brash, especially talking to the, the
Yeah.
other guys on tour that have been out here for years and years and years. What do you say to those guys?
Well,
When you
when
come
he's
out here,
small.
you know what I'm saying? Your
I
first
understand.
pro
You really do
tournament, you
look
say,
Asian.
I can win.
oh, I understand that. I've always figured that why go
Where'd
to a
he
tournament
look like
if
he
you're
from
not going there
Thailand
to
or
try and
some?
win. There's really
Why
no
they got
point
flight bottom
in
left?
going. That's the attitude I've had my entire life, and that's the attitude I will always have. As I would explain to my dad, second sucks, and third's even worse. That's just a feeling
But
I
on
have.
tour, that's not too bad sometimes, though.
That's not too bad, but I want to win. That's
Yes.
just my nature.
From like Hawaii or some shit.
You'll
He look
learn.
more like dude from at the bottom left.
I'm just kidding you. I'm sorry I had to say that.
Hell.
Other guys just wrong, but this leads us to Augusta, home of the Masters. 1997, it's Tiger's first Masters tournament as a pro, and he wins by 12 strokes, okay? 21 years old. And if you don't follow golf, winning by 12 strokes is like a 20 ball, all right? If you see the top golfers up by
Cam
12
be
strokes,
twerking
you
for
close the
subs at
TV, you keep going with your day. He
JMKKEXE.
did that at the Masters, all right? Becomes the first black golfer to win the PGA Masters
Bro, what you
tournament.
wanna
Also, nobody
talk
mentions
about,
this, but
bro?
also the first Asian golfer to win the PGA Masters tournament. I mean, if you look at his blood ratio
trying
here,
to talk
his
about no
nationality
pieces.
splits. He's 1/4 Thai, 1/4 Chinese, 1/4 Caucasian, 1/8 African American. 1/4 plus 1/4, that equals a half. This is his middle name right here. Don. Just saying. But right after this, he doesn't stop. He starts dicking belt to ass, unleashing all of his pent-up anger from his childhood, not being let into the clubhouse, having to put his shoes on in the parking lot, all right? Now he starts hitting hole-in-ones in the pros, all right? Gets the fist bump going. One of his more iconic hole-in-ones as a pro. Look at the crowd. They're fired up. And he starts rolling, all right? 2000 US Open, wins by 15 strokes. More than 12. The largest winning margin in major championship history. Sports Illustrated called the greatest performance in golf history. Then he wins the US Open, the Open Championship, PGA Championship, the Masters in 2001, all in a row. 4 consecutive major championship. They literally named this the Tiger Slam, making his fist bump the red shirt iconic. To truly help you understand how big this guy was featured on Dave Chappelle's Racial Draft.
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods was the first pick.
Mother time. Well, it doesn't matter anymore because now
Tiger and Kobe the same time when it is Jews' greatness.
the Asians have
One of the richest athletes.
No question about this, but you got to think about it. He's been
Hit the fist bump.
so long fried rice, hello fried chicken. I love you, Dad.
First pick of the Racial Draft. Doesn't get any bigger than that. Let's watch some highlights right here. 60-foot putt at the Sawgrass Invitational right here. Look at this ball roll.
That is better than most. Better than most.
That's Stanford math. Like, how do you even do that? But this next highlight, this one doesn't even make any sense. 2005 Masters. He's got the protractor in his head right here. 16th hole in the Sunday red. Makes this chip.
You ever play golf?
That shit hard as
Nigga
fuck.
Jews make you wanna wear Nike.
Hey, on God.
How do you? This guy's the real deal. But if all this isn't enough proof, all right, being #1 pick in the Racial Draft, winning 4 consecutive majors, youngest golfer to achieve the Grand Slam at 24, he even had Diddy, all right? The Diddler impersonating him, all right? Listen to this.
Puffy Woods, win the champion.
Puffy Woods. I don't know about that, Selly. Just doesn't really resemble
Get this
Tiger at
man
all.
out
to be
of
honest,
here.
but
Why
this
would
is
he
in
go
the
out his
Mo
way
Money
to
Mo
find
Problems
that
video.
kid?
Not like some random music video, all right? That's just truly how big this guy was. 14 majors won in this span. Longest consecutive weeks ranked #1. And he did it 2 separate times. 264 weeks for the first time, 281 weeks the next. No other golfer has been ranked #1 for longer than 100 weeks, all right? This guy was just on another level. And he was clutch, all right? Here he is, 2008 US Open. Needs to hit this putt to stay alive. If he misses, he loses. Knocks it down. Didn't phase him at all. Now, with all this fame and
Pretty
success,
sure that was from More Money,
this
More
guy turned into
Problems.
Duke Dennis. This guy starts pumping out children with his wife, all right, a Swedish model. Just on top of the world. Until we get to 2009, where things start taking a turn. We're on a nice little high tide right here, showing off his highlights, his wife, making all this money. This is where it goes down. November 25th, 2009, somebody snitched, okay? A story leaks out that Tiger was cheating, and hours later, she decided to go through his phone and found a bunch of messages he sent to other women, particularly a woman named Jamie Grubbs. And somehow, some way, a
doing that
voicemail
shit
from
then.
Tiger to this girl, Jamie, gets leaked.
Hey, it's Tiger. I need you to do me a huge favor.
Stop being
can
a fucking
please,
cheater then.
take your name off your phone. My wife went through my phone and maybe calling you if you
I look
can.
at it.
Please take your name off that.
Fuck.
Just have it as a number on the
Eating
voicemail.
ass.
Just have it as your telephone number. That's it. Okay, you gotta do this for me.
Trying to hide his traces. And while he was still sleeping, his wife looked through his phone again and found a bunch of other text messages. Reportedly grabbed a golf club and ran out of the house, planning to chase Woods' car with a nearby golf cart. A very golf-themed eruption from his wife, and this ended up with Woods' first car crash. Okay, he crashed into a fire hydrant and a tree at around 2:30 in the morning. Loses his wife a year later. But then it comes out that he was sleeping with like 120 women. And this is just the start, all right? Tiger going for the 5-wood right here. Just gets hurt. Hurts his back, goes for surgery, comes back the next year, and then, of course, he tweaks the back again. Had a bunch of knee issues, had to rebuild his swing. He started getting Celtics Shaq allegations, all right? Raptors Hakeem, but it gets worse. Then he gets caught for DUI. His first DUI, all right? Everyone has seen this mugshot. He did blow 0 on the breathalyzer, so it means he wasn't drinking, but according to Tiger, what happened was an unexpected reaction to prescribed medications.
TF you
4
get
different
hurt in
medications
golf.
taken at once, to be exact. But if you stack the video, the mugshot, everything on top of his injuries, Tiger's finished, man. Had Diddy and Dave Chappelle impersonating him. You know, he's made $1 billion, pumped out 2 kids with a model wife. He's done it all in life. But he wants Jack Nicklaus. Back to Augusta for the Masters in 2019 at 43 years old, 11 years after his first major, 4 back surgeries later. He's 2 shots behind going into the back 9 of the tournament, and he starts walking him down. Hole 12, rest of his group all finds water. Tiger pars. Hits birdie on 13. Hits birdie on 15. Then almost holds 16 and pulls off the greatest comeback in golf history, possibly in sports history. His first major win in 14 years. All right, hairline's gone. Nobody thought he could do it again in his life, all right? Especially after the scandal, all the arrests, all the surgeries, all the times that he rebuilt his swing. Shocks the world, wins one for his son, Charlie, all right, who's next up. Wins one for his mom one last time before she unfortunately passes away. Now he's just 3 away from Jack Nicklaus, all right? Back on track, beautiful ending. And now he rolls his car over again. And instead of reading things about his greatness, I'm reading stuff like this. It drives me nuts, all right? This guy was such a great athlete, but the magnitude of his off-the-course decisions are actually elevated because of how great of an athlete he is. Instead of celebrating his 11-time PGA Player of the Year awards, all right, 11-time MVP, basically, 15 majors, all of his amazing golf shots, we're making memes. And even though this crash doesn't sound bad, all right, the police are bantering with him about his golf clubs in the trunk.
Is that putter just the one that you've taken with you in your career?
I've won 14 majors with it.
Oh, with that putter? Wow, didn't call you the GOAT for nothing, man. Yeah.
Just a bad look. And now everybody's clowning him over screenshots of body cam footage. I love this guy as a golfer. I hope he breaks Jack Nicklaus's record before it's all said and done. He has come back from controversy like this before. He has surmounted the impossible. So I'm not doubting him to say that he can't do it again, but he just needs to get healthy, get Uber, hire a chauffeur, hire a driver. You can clearly afford it. Stop driving, bro. Please. Just get off the wheel. Somebody take his keys. Now.
That's what I'd be scared of.
Better know what you're doing when you're going on that mission. I know professional shooters and I get them niggas pissed. But for that drill, they walk down. My young niggas most so sick. I try to teach this bitch a lesson. That little bitches wouldn't list. I tired of lectures. Now I'm sending all these hoes to the tent. I put my city on new swag. Little bitch, check out my invention. When BR niggas get a bag, we heading straight to the dick. I'ma put some diamonds in my dick. Reach for my jewelry, I leave you crazy.